Okay, good evening, guys. I tried to do this on Facebook and it didn't work, so I'm over here on Instagram. I'm going to invite Hannah to join us. And let's see how this works. Hey.
Hey.
Whoa. I heard myself for a minute there. That was weird.
Oh, did you?
Am I echoing?
No, not on my end.
Okay. Am I super quiet?
You're quieter than you were on Facebook,
Yeah, I know, right? I'll see.
but I
I'll
can
hold
still
it.
hear you. You know, someone had suggested to put in headphones, like that connect to your phone. I
I'll
forgot to
try.
tell you. I don't know. I don't feel like we've tried that before, but we'll see.
I never use these. Look at this.
Hi, Nicole.
I'll try it. Hey there. Let me
We are going to
see
be
if this
chatting
works.
about Young Living tonight. Desiree is trying to get in some headphones to see, and my voice is so scratchy and in and out, so please forgive me for that.
It sounds
Let's,
better though.
yeah, it is better than it was yesterday for sure. Hello, come on in. We're just working on getting some sound.
Can you hear me?
Oh my gosh, that's so much better.
Who was that mentioned this? Was it Eileen?
Eileen,
I think
yes.
so. We're gonna have to thank her.
I know. Oh my goodness. Gosh, yes, you're very loud and clear now.
Oh, do I need to talk quieter
No,
then?
it's great. It's great.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna hop right to it because it's, yeah, evening and I'm sure we both still have sick kiddos a little bit, so but they're getting better, so that's good. But yeah,
Mhm.
today we wanted to talk about Young Living and the seed to seal commitment. And it's pretty cool because when I was looking into, joining as a brand partner with Young Living, I was considering like, are these actually quality products though? Because that was something important to me that I wanted to make sure, I was supporting something that I believed in, that had good quality and stood behind their quality. And so we're going to talk some about that. There's the sourcing, the science, and the standards. And Hannah, I'll let you go ahead and start with the science and the standards, and I'll finish this up with the sourcing because I kind of want to take you guys through the product guide and show you some of the global farms.
Arms and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love that Desiree, she was like, yeah, I think we should talk about this tonight. And I think this is so important because, if you own a coffee shop, you're not going to want to like buy the cheapest coffee you can find and the coffee that tastes the worst. And, I think that there's a lot of misconceptions out there when it comes to network marketing for one, and for two, just the essential oil industry. And something that I didn't realize, I started as a customer with Young Living in 2015. I didn't start the business with Young Living until 3 years later. But I got serious about using oils a year after I became a customer with Young Living. I first bought my starter kit in 2015 and I just kind of sat on the shelf. And then my daughter came along in 2016 and I knew that I wanted to use the best of the best with her. And I didn't want to go cheapo. I wanted to make sure, like, okay, if I'm going to put these on my daughter and use them on her and with her, then it needs to be the best of the best. And so I put Young Living to the test. And all of my research kept leading back to Young Living. And I think sadly, there is a lot of misconceptions out there about network marketing, and Young Living gets a bad rap because they are a network marketing company. But I honestly feel like it's just because people are uneducated on what is network marketing, and this is something that we're probably going to talk about later down the road as Desiree and I do these chats, because I'm so passionate about this type of company. And it is a genius business model. I could talk to you about that for hours, but today we're talking about seed to sale. So don't let network marketing push you away. And Young Living's prices reflect the quality of their products, period. They offer one type of product, and it is the best of the best, is what I feel like. They are the world leaders in essential oils. They have been around for 27 years. So we are the oldest company known to man. And honestly, everybody wants to copy everything that we do. And let me tell you something, you don't try to copy somebody unless they have it going on. And I'm so passionate. And I don't just say that because I work for this company. This is why I chose to work for this company. And I think this is so important for us to talk about. And what Desiree was saying, like, you don't choose to work for a company until you believe in their product and you believe in their mission and their passion. And so Young Living has this seed to sill promise that they actually stamp on every single one of their products. And it is their promise to us as their customers that they are protecting the plant all the way from the seed that goes in the ground to the sill that comes to your doorstep. The FDA does not regulate the essential oil industry. So if an essential oil industry wants to write 100% pure, or a company wants to write 100% pure on their label, the FDA is like, sure, you can write that. It doesn't matter. It can say essential oil and have no essential oil in it. It could be 100% chemically constructed and be no plant at all and say essential oil on it. And the FDA is cool with that. And so us as consumers, we have to be careful about where we're buying from. And so Young Living makes this promise to us, and they are so, so particular about everything. And they are bringing us quality product, and it's 100% pure. So what I was going to say is you could have a company that brings you 100% pure oil and it really be legit. I think there are some companies out there that it truly is essential oil. But and then there are also the oils at Walmart and Amazon for like $2 or $3, $4, $5 that I don't think have any essential oil in them. But I do think that there are some companies out there that truly sell 100% pure essential oils. Like, it is 100% plant. There are no additives, there are no fillers. But I do not believe, and I honestly say this with like all of my heart, I do not believe that there's another essential oil company out there that compares to Young Living in the way that they like do some other things. So I'm going to talk to you about that. First of all, I love this quote right here. The life-giving energy of essential oils that are carefully distilled from nature cannot be duplicated in a laboratory. Synthetic constituents may be similar in structure, but have none of the living plant energy that holds the God-given medicinal value of the oil that is released from the plant itself. That's basically saying what God has given us in nature, while we can make something in a laboratory that looks structurally similar, you're not going to get the results from it that you would from the actual plant that God has gifted us with. So I love that quote so much. I think it's so powerful. Here's some important things. I think what a lot of people don't realize is, and I could talk to you guys about this for hours because I'm so passionate, because there's so much misinformation out there. And a lot of people get hung up on one or two little tests like the GCMS report, and they want to know specifics about this one test when the purity of essential oils is so much further beyond that one particular test. And Young Living does many tests. Like, that's one of many that they do. And so I think a lot of times in the marketing of other companies, they can be like, oh, well, we provide the results of this test. First of all, I don't even know how to read that kind of test. So it doesn't matter to me if somebody provides that to me or not. But Young Living chooses not to provide that because that is a proprietary blend. So like, they could be copied, 100% copied. That's basically like the recipe for their Valor blend, or, whatever else. Like, I don't have another oil
But
here.
you can see their safety data sheets, which are very helpful for certain things like figuring out the oil's heat point and such like that. Like I was sharing for the wool
Oh,
dryer
yeah.
balls.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's a handy thing though.
Yeah, that's neat. Yeah. Um, so Young Living is dedicated to purity, like it being 100% pure oil, but also I think a lot of people don't realize a company can be dedicated to that, but then not be researched as much as Young Living is on distillation, for one. So I didn't realize this, but it matters what temperature you distill a plant at. If you distill a plant at 1 degree too high or 1 degree too low, you've lost medicinal benefits. It also matters from the moment that you harvest a plant, how long the plant goes before it is taken to be distilled. And so Young Living they have their distilleries on site, so the plant is not traveling and being exposed to pollutants you know, the risk for mold, all of these things. Like the longer that a plant sits, the longer it's exposed to things that we don't want, and then longer, like, and if you know, like the health industry right now, like it, at least the natural health industry, like it's all about mold exposure and how important it is for us to guard ourselves and detox ourselves from molds. I think that's a huge thing. It goes straight to the distillery. In addition, like Young Living is very researched on when a plant should be harvested to get the most medicinal benefits from it. And so, like the sandalwood tree, it has to be 30 years old and 30 feet high before it can be distilled in order to get the most medicinal benefits. And so I can't help but think, like, how many essential oil companies are going to cut corners on that? Oh, well, we have this sandalwood tree that's 15 feet high or it's 15 years old. Let's just go ahead and distill it. Young Living is willing to wait the amount of time that is necessary. However, like for whatever plant this is, like even for the rose essential oil, it's one of the priciest oils for a reason. They have to be handpicked on the first day that they open. So all of these things matter if you want the most medicinal benefits from your essential oils. If you're just using your oils to make your home smell good, I would encourage you find a company that 100% pure, but maybe you're not wanting to use it for medicinal benefits. I don't know why you would spend money and not want to use it for medicinal benefits. I want the best of the best. So here's some things that Young Living really values. Their plants are grown on land that is uncontaminated by chemical fertilizers, pesticides, fungicides, and herbicides. Plants are grown away from nuclear plants, factories, interstates, highways, and heavily populated cities. Because robust plants produce higher quality essential oils, the soil is nourished with enzymes, minerals, and organic mulch. The timing of harvest is one of the most important factors in the production of therapeutic grade oils. If the plants are harvested at the wrong time of the season or even at the incorrect time of day, they may distill into a substandard essential oil. And this is changing the harvest time by even a few hours could make a huge difference. For example, German chamomile harvested in the morning will produce oil with far more azulene, which is a powerful anti-inflammatory compound, than if it is harvested in the late afternoon. Other factors taken into consideration during harvest are the amount of dew on the leaves, the percentage of plant in bloom, weather conditions during the 2 weeks prior. To prevent herbs from drying out prior to being distilled, distillation facilities should be located as close to the field as possible. Transporting herbs to distillation facilities hundreds or thousands of miles away heightens the risk of exposure to pollutants, dust, mold, and petrochemical residues. They're also considering proper temperature, pressure for distillation, and time. If you distill something 1 minute too long, 10 minutes too long, 1 minute too short, 10 minutes too short, you are losing medicinal benefits. Another thing too, a lot of these essential oil companies will have multiple distillations. So first, second, and third distillations. Young Living just distills one time. You get the best of the best the first time, and there's not second and third distillations, which you're getting less. I mean, you think about coffee. Who wants to run water through grounds that have already been run through 2 or 3 times? Like, I don't want that coffee. That's going to be like water. Like, I want the real deal. Okay, so temperature of distillation, pressure, and then the amount of time, it all varies with different plant material. Here's another example for you. Cypress requires a minimum of 24 hours of distillation at 265 degrees and 5 pounds of pressure to extract most of the therapeutic active constituents. If distillation time for cypress is cut by only 2 hours, 18 to 20 constituents will be missing from the resulting oil. That is huge. Most commercial cypress oil is distilled for only 2 hours in comparison to the 24 hours that you really need to get the most. So most commercial cypress oil is distilled for only 2 hours and 15 minutes. This short distillation time allows the producer to cut costs and produces cheaper oil since money is saved on fuel needed to generate the steam. It also causes less wear and tear on equipment, but results in oil with little or no therapeutic value. So, I mean, you could totally find a company that yeah, maybe they have 100% pure lavender in here, but what I would like to know is, are they dedicated to the details? Like, are they so heavily researched like Young Living is on all of these? So there's so much more I could say, but I'll let you go on to what you were going to say, Desiree.
I switched I had to plug my charger in, so I switched here.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Hopefully you
Caitlin.
can hear me. All right, now you can hear me really well? Okay, cool. So I'm going to share with you guys the sourcing. What's really cool is that Young Living will source products from global, like farms all around the globe, pretty much where things grow the best. There's certain climates that certain plants need, and so that's, exactly what that means, where things grow the best. And not only are they doing that, they make sure that their own farms and the farms that they partner with are fair trade, they are
Mm-hmm.
sustainable, they are, giving back to the community actually. And the product guide, well, really quick here, when it comes to like places in other countries, that can get me, like the whole fair trade type of work. When things are not fair trade, I don't want to support that at all. So that
Yeah.
was a big thing because I was excited to hear about the products being grown where they're grown best, but I was like, wait a second though. And so learning that they were actually fair trade, for their
Mm-hmm.
employees and the communities, that made me feel really good about this product. But if you guys have, or if you don't have, Young Living has this product guide. And it goes through all the products they have, but in the back, it actually shares about the seed to seal and their global farms. And I'm just going to show you guys like a few pictures
They're
here just
so
because they're
beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah. Look at that lavender farm. And then Hannah has been doing the whole einkorn thing. Can you even see that?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Shows their einkorn there. And I wanted to read one of these actually. Um, I have to show you this though. Green gets me. All the big
Ah,
green plants.
that's so
It's
pretty.
always so beautiful to me.
What
Yeah. And
farm is
like
that?
by globally, so this one's Ecuador.
Okay.
And like globally, yeah, there's Hawaii, there's Washington, USA, there's Spain, Ecuador, which I mentioned, Utah, Idaho, that's both in the US. There's also Canada, there is Italy, Philippines, China, which for all of us Ningxia fans, that's where you get your
Oh,
Ningxia at.
so pretty.
Yeah. And it's really cool. It even shares in this product guide like what oils they get from each place. So like this is talking about Bella Vista Farm, Italy, and it says the oil from this farm is bergamot. And that's cool that you can see specifically that actually. And another cool thing is you can visit these farms. Like
Mhm.
there's stuff you can look up online, and there's actually Young Living events that they'll do as well, which is really cool. I wanted to read one of these though. Here we go. It kind of just shares more on what I was talking about, and it's about Happy Pilly Tree Farm and Distillery, which is in Bicol region of the Philippines. It says, chosen as a partner farm because of its ethical and conscientious harvesting methods, the Happy Pilly Tree Farm and Distillery is Young Living's main supplier of LME essential oil. With expertise in legally and sustainably sourcing this precious plant and providing fair wages to workers, the farm protects natural resources and helps ensure long-term viability of high-quality LME essential oil. The farm has also vertically integrated the production process by building a distillery on site, as well as by keeping job opportunities and expertise within the community. So that right
Wow.
there just shares, yeah, like all the topics kind of we were talking on. And you can go through and see, that repeatedly throughout the different farms. And so if you guys want this product guide, if you don't have it already, reach out to us and we can help you get that because it's a really cool thing to have, not only for seeing all the products that Young Live Better
Hmm.
again, but yeah, not only to see all the products, but also to see just the quality of the products.
Yeah.
So just, yeah, reach out to us and let us know if you want that. And hopefully hearing about, the seed to seal quality of this company can just help you guys to be more aware of, where you're getting your essential oils.
Hmm.
Caitlin said, I pulled mine out today. We
Oh,
got to
cool.
earn that trip to the lavender farm. Yep. We want to go to the
Yes.
lavender farm. Yes, definitely. Yeah, so this product guide is great. Just reach out to us. And was there anything else that you wanted to add, Hannah?
I don't think so. I feel like there's so much more I
Yeah,
could say. I
there
had
is.
something come to mind, but I feel like it just left me, so maybe it wasn't important.
It's
But
okay. We want to keep these chats,
yeah,
short and sweet, tackle, like one topic, but a few points in that topic each week for you guys, just so it's like easily, digestible. Sometimes, the whole
yeah,
information overload can definitely be a thing for sure for me. So
mm,
I think
definitely.
that this format is a nice way to just share, what we've learned in our learning with you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, reach out to us if you guys have any questions, and we will chat with y'all next Monday now. Yeah, we're doing Mondays at
Yay.
8. All
Thanks for
right, y'all
hopping
have a
on.
blessed week. Yes, thank you. Bye,
Bye.
guys.